welcome everybody to 2016 Hitchcock-Tulare homecoming this year. Our theme was the Olympics. You'll get to see several floats with that Olympic theme and an Olympic year. So hopefully they've addressed that theme appropriately this year. To start off here, I think we'll give a few thank yous to some people that made this possible. First off, we need to thank Mrs. Copeland and the Student Council, because it was their hard work and their ideas and their effort that made this go forth this year. So good job. Also, we need to thank the teachers who have been very flexible this week with all kinds of the craziness that is homecoming week. Mr. Barry for all his hard work down on the football field, getting it ready to go for tonight's game. Also got to thank the parents. I know several of you are probably up at the wee hours of the morning or late night trying to come up with some kind of a costume. I know my wife was several times and then said it's my fault, but we'll figure that out later. So, you know, it's been a good week. We had a lot of school spirit this week. The kids were engaged in several activities. We painted the streets out here in front of the school. The seniors won this year's street painting. We also had an Olympic activities event out here on the football field where they were engaged in 3 events, and different grades won those events. Somebody's got a girlfriend over there. All right. And you know, it's just been a great week. A lot of energy from our kids, and hopefully it pans out well tonight for us. So with that being said, I think first of all I need our homecoming queen, which was Erin Berry, and our homecoming king, Riley Binger, to come forward. Don't wait for her or nothing.
Don't hold the rope for her. He's got 5 sisters.
I think our student body did a really nice job this year of electing these 2 young leaders of our school to be our king and queen this year, and you know, you'll see them again here shortly in the parade. You know, homecoming is always a fun activity. It's a fun time, and you know, we all often forget, you know, when we were in school, probably as parents, what homecoming is like. It seems to change every year. More activities, more events, and the stock and surplus of toilet paper that is currently in my front yard. So I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, too bad it rained. Otherwise, I had enough for at least a few months. But it is what it is. So to start off our festivities of our Pep Rally here, the cheerleaders are going to have a few activities planned for our football players, student body, etc.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is called Bite Me. I need Riley Binger, Erin Berry, Tiana Gam, Kennedy Tomsha, Matthew Stanley, and Sinead Peterson. And then we have Hutchinson and Peyton Nelson. So for this game, there's going to be 5 bags in front of each player. And the player has 1 minute to pick up each bag with their teeth only and bring it to a cheerleader.
Oh.
You guys, over here.
So I pick it up with my mouth.
Yes. The only thing that can touch the ground is your feet.
I can't get on my knees?
No hands, no knees, nothing. Just your feet. You take one at a time.
Yeah, that's hard.
Put my money on you.
Flexible.
All three names.
They can't get up there. You can't get up there.
Can we get Brandon Weeby too? Ready? No. You have to pick it up with your teeth. That sucks. Try. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Diana! We're done.
You just threw it. That's it.
Next we need Cassie Buholtz, Sky Chaplin, and Craig Mallon.
He doesn't even have to go there. He just has to walk over. Number 45? I don't know.
Okay, so this is called Elephant March. Each player gets 6 fouls and 1 stocking filled with baseball for each block. And the player must knock over each bottle with the block. You can only use the block to knock it down.
That's gonna be I could do that easy.
I'll have to see how good they do. I don't know.
Well, there's a ball.
And there, yeah. So they have to move that rock.
They kind of have to bend it. I thought they said great.
Ready?
I thought they said rocket.
Go! April Hamilton and Corey Tedder.
I think they're gonna do this game again.
This is fun. Very sad.
What if they did
This is what if they connected to your nose? It would fly off and connected to your nose. And you had
I know. This is called a Pep Rally.
I didn't teach her. Her hair is so around Valentine's Day. It's around then. And like Valentine's Day. And then just teaches shares with me. Yeah, at a basketball game, it's really fun.
I think they're gonna do some
Teachers, don't be shy. Stand up, say your battle cry. B-I-C
That's the teacher battle cry. Kindergarten, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the kindergarten battle cry. First grade, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the first grade battle cry. Second grade, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the seventh grade battle cry. Third grade, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the third grade battle cry. Fourth grade, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the fourth grade battle cry. Fifth grade, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. Okay. Sixth grade, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. Seventh grade, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. Eighth grade, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. Freshmen, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the freshman battle cry. Sophomores, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the sophomore battle cry. Juniors, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the junior battle cry. Seniors, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the senior battle cry. Patriots, don't be shy. Stand up and say your battle cry. P-I-C-T-O-R-Y. That's the senior battle cry.
All right, will Coach Ock please come out here and say a few words on behalf of your volleyball team? This year we have 24 girls out, 7 to 12 for volleyball. I'll call your names, please come out. Seniors, Aaron Berry, Tori Cheddar, April Hamilton. Juniors, we have Allie Binger, Cameron Binger, Ashlyn Otto, Bailey Cole, Billy Enander. Sophomores include Trajan Flea, Dawson Otto, Isabel Close, Christine Mikulich. We have a lone freshman, Jennifer Hughes. Eighth grade players this year, Katie Enander, Ashley Massett, Katie Ratchin, Dana Peterson, Cassidy Johnson, Cindy Maynard. And then 7th grade this year we have Shandy Chasinghawk, Brianna Garrett, Madison Hofer, Danielle Noah, Bethany Weeb. Student managers this year I got Tiana Game and Shanae Peterson. My assistant coach this year, Coach Jessica Flaherty. And we got a new water boy, Patrick Maynard. So coming into today, we're 6-4 after that big win last night against Highmore. It's a big win for us in the conference. We're 3-0 right now in the conference.
Even though we all lost, we're pretty small in numbers this year. We have 11 junior high and 11 high school players. This team has worked tremendously hard this summer and in practice to better themselves, and I think you can see that. People have been to about every match so far up in Warren, compared to now, about 3 weeks later. This team has really come together. We're starting to click a little bit. It's fun to watch. Our goal this year is to obviously win the conference again for the 4th straight year, win the conference tournament, and we want to win districts and be back in that district championship, take on hopefully Sully Buttes. Looking at upcoming matches, tomorrow we head to Power County for another big match. It's going to be a tough one. We host Iroquois on Tuesday in a 2A1 conference match, and then next Thursday we go to Miller for our annual Pink Night match. And then the highlight again, kind of for our season, we go down next Saturday to the Sanford Pentagon. We start at 11 o'clock. We play Sioux Valley and Freeman Academy Marion, so we're hopefully going to see a lot of good competition down there. So I would like to invite everyone out to our matches. I know the girls like playing in front of a big crowd. A lot of the crowd cheers the better the girls play. So I would like to thank everyone for coming out already and supporting us, and hopefully see you coming out in future matches. Thank you.
Can I have come forward our 7 through 12 football players, please? Our managers and our coaches, please.
Is that it's a 11 through 12? Oh, my cousin.
Well, this is our football program this year. We have, I believe, 13 7th and 8th graders. Last Saturday, they had their first games, and they went 3-0 at the Jamboree up in Warner. So nice start to the season, guys. Varsity, we have 17 out this year. We have 1 senior, I think, 6 juniors, 5 softs, and 5 freshmen. So we are a very young team, and we're building for the future. That's our goal here. And all this is possible. I got to thank my coaches, Coach McGilvery and Coach Flaherty. They come out every practice and try to do the right things to make us a better football team. And as many of you know, our schedule is almost like a Texas high school football playoff schedule, it seems like. Our next 6 games, including tonight, we play 5 teams that are ranked the top 5. So it appears on paper that maybe the odds might be stacked against us. And it starts tonight. We play Woolsey Washington Warbirds. They're number 1 in 9AA. It's a typical, if you want to use it, David versus Goliath match. And we're hoping here that these young men are going to be mentally and physically prepared, come out and play a good football game and do everything they possibly can to get better and create opportunity for themselves to be successful. Win or lose, that's all we ask for, is that we've created chances and opportunities to show progression, also show that we are getting better as a football program. Our captains this year are Riley Binger, Caleb Warner, and Zach Binger. They're working hard, and we're trying to do all the right things so that we move forward in a very positive mindset. So we're asking you tonight on our homecoming to come on out to Hitchcock at 7 o'clock and come out and root these guys on. It's kind of like what Mr. Opp said. If you're there supporting us and being loud, and we feed off that energy, and that's what we expect tonight. So please make the attempt to come on out and cheer these guys on. We're going to give us the best shot we got. Hopefully we get lucky enough to come away with a victory tonight against Woolsey Wessington. Okay? Yep.
Yes, I just want to thank everybody for their support over the first 2 games, and especially our parents. I guess I hope to see all you out there tonight.
And just like Riley said, it really means a lot to us that you're out there tonight, win or lose. You come with the red, white, and blue, and you're supporting us with everything you got. And we'll do our very, very best to go out there and put on the best show we possibly can. You never know. Sometimes that ball will bounce our way. Okay? So, see you all tonight at 7 o'clock in Hitchcock. Will Miss McNeil come forward and introduce her cross-country team, please?
Go number 55.
Come sit up here by yourself.
We have 10 kids out for cross country. Seniors, Cassie Buhall, Craig Mallon. 11th graders, Anthony Anderson, Allie Binger, and Tyler Schoen. 9th graders, Bailey Binger, Titus Waldner, and Logan Gilbert. 8th grader is Cullen McNeil, and 7th grader Danielle Knoll. This year's off to a good start. We've run lots of miles, and our times have gone down in the few meets we've had. I'm really excited to see what the rest of the season has in store. I tell them, and I don't know that they believe them, but I love every minute of coaching these kids. They go out and they work hard. A lot of these guys are double sport athletes. And so if they can't run in practice, they're either running on their own or they show up at a meet after a football game and they bust their butts. And they do an awesome job. I couldn't ask for a better team. We're in Gettysburg tomorrow, and then we go to Faulkton and Miller, so if you're in the area, come cheer them on. I also want to recognize Isabel Gilbert in 4th grade, right? And Camry McNeil, they went and ran last week at Ipswich with the kids. They ran the Munchkin Run, and they both did an awesome job. So.
I'd just like to say thank you for coming out, and I hope to see a few more people come out and support us while we're running, because support is always good. And yeah, thank you.
Well, Mr. Clark, please come forward for some closing announcements and information about activities.
thank everybody for coming today. We appreciate all your support. To the students, kindergarten all the way up, it's been an awesome week, and we appreciate all of your participation, because without it, it kind of makes homecoming week a little bit boring. A couple announcements right after this. We're going to have the parade. We'll line up on top of the hill in front of the Old North building. We'll start with the color guard with the American Legion, followed by the band, the homecoming royalty. Then we'll have all the elementary kids line up, and anybody that has floats from businesses and different organizations in the communities will line up, and then it'll end with junior high school floats. Hopefully the band will be back in time to jump on those floats. And so Mr. Nelson will kind of be down in front of the new building, and I'll be up on the hill kind of lining people up and heading down through the parade. Later today, after the parade, we have a watermelon feed right in front of the main part of the school. After that, right down here, we have a beanbag tournament. And that's for all ages, so anybody who wants to take part in beanbag tournament. Looks like we got some awesome trophies over there, thanks to Mr. Tomsha. And also, junior class parent meeting is after the parade, I believe, in Mr. Berry's room up at the school. And tonight there's a FCCLA homecoming meal from 6 to 7 at the football field in Hitchcock. And then the football game tonight, like Mr. Nelson said, against the Warbirds. We hope everybody can come out and cheer on the Patriots. And then for those 8th graders through seniors, there's that awesome dance. 8th graders, your first chance to go to a dance. Pretty exciting, isn't it? If you haven't had a chance to chaperone a homecoming dance, everybody should try it once. And then tomorrow there's some activities like stated before. Volleyball goes to Gettysburg, take on Potter County. That is a junior varsity, JV varsity only. No junior high games tomorrow for the volleyball. Cross country's at Gettysburg at 10 o'clock. And there was a junior high football jamboree scheduled in Clark, and that has been canceled. So if you didn't get that message, there is no junior high football tomorrow. So thank you everybody for coming. We're going to end with a cheer and the school song. So back to the cheerleaders.